Hey YouTube, tonight I'm going to share with you my macaroni and cheese recipe. It is super easy and it turns out good every time, and it is a favorite here in our house, and we're going to get started doing this. So what I'm doing here is I'm just bringing my pot of water up to a boil. I'm going to add about 3/4 a box of elbow macaroni, and you can use any elbow macaroni. There's one out there that has the ridges in it, which holds the cheese a little bit better, but if you can only get the smooth kind, that's fine too. And we'll add some salt to our water when it comes to a boil and boil up our macaroni. I slightly undercooked my macaroni because as it cooks in the oven, it's going to allow the pasta to stay open so the cheese can get inside the noodle. That's a tip for you if you're ever making any kind of mac and cheese and you wonder why all your noodles collapse. Well, they'll finish cooking in the oven when you're baking it. So if you undercook them a little bit, it keeps them open and allows for the cheese to get in there. So as soon as this comes to a boil and is done cooking, then I'll drain them and we'll... Okay, while my noodles are cooking, I'm going to go ahead and make my milk and egg mixture. And what I have in here are just 2 eggs, and I raise my own chickens, so my eggs are a little larger than they are from the store. So 2 eggs, 3 eggs, it really doesn't make a difference for what we're doing, but I wouldn't go any more than that. And what I'm going to add to it is some pink sea salt, some pepper. I'm going to add a little dried mustard to mine, and some milk. And we're going to pour this over the noodles and cheese once they are in our bowl. As far as how much milk, I kind of have to eyeball this, and if you come up short on the custard, which I suggest that you do because you want all your eggs in there, you can always pour milk over at the end over your macaroni and cheese to fill up, and I'll show you that when we get to that point. So I'm going to go ahead and mix all this up, and it's almost time to drain the noodles, and then we'll come back and put everything together. Okay, so in my bowl now I have my cooked macaroni and a 8-ounce bag of shredded cheese. You could use cheddar cheese, you could use a mixed blend of cheese. I always go with a Mexican blend only because we use that a lot in the house and it tastes good in here. So that's what I have in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my egg mixture that we have here and I'm going to pour it in on top of our mac and cheese. And it's going to fill up here, and as you can see, I don't know if you can see, that's why I use the glass bowl. If you can see, it comes to about here. We want to get this to where it's almost covered. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my milk. I'm going to turn my lights on too. Mommy. I want a hamburger. Okay. And then we're just going to add more milk to this until it comes up to where I want it to be. And that looks about good. I'll give it a little shake. Okay, and this is going to go into a 350 to 375 degree oven until it's set in the middle. And the way you check that is I always just stick a spoon in there, and if I pull it back and there's any liquid in there, I stick it back in for, for longer. So I'll show you this when we're done. Okay, so here's the macaroni and cheese. And taste it, please. That's good. And I took it out and I checked the center. As you can see, there's no liquid in there. So
what is that smell?
It's mac and cheese. It smell good?
Yeah. I want some.
I bet.
I want some.
So it's easy. It's super delicious. As you can see, I already have people wanting it. And that's it. So give it a try. And if you have a good recipe for mac and cheese, just go ahead and post it below or put a video response and let everybody see what you got. Okay?